Hello friend, I want to tell you about the Audi A5 car, operation, opinions and faults. While the mechanics of the B8 Generation A4 are very refined, so there is no need to worry about the chassis design, drivetrain or corrosion, the engines are a cause for concern for most interested parties, especially since there is no shortage of faulty 1.8 TFSI and 2.0 TFSI, which sometimes have problems with excessive oil consumption and carbon buildup. The variants offered for facelift are particularly notorious. After 2012, petrol engines are much less likely to cause problems, and most of them do high mileage and are still in good condition. A less risky engine is the 3.0 TFSI, but you have to reckon with expensive repairs if something goes wrong. A fairly durable but often troublesome design is the 3.2 FSI. All petrol A5 engines have direct injection. From the 2.0 TDI diesels, you can choose, depending on the year, between the older EA189 and the newer EA289. All are equipped with common rail injection. The younger versions are considered better, although even the older ones do huge mileages. A diesel engine with at least 150 HP fits the car, and there are plenty of such among the 2-liter ones. The V6 diesels provide more power. In the years 2007 to 2011, 2.7 TDI and 3.0 TDI were offered, but after the facelift only 3-liter ones remained. Each version is at least sufficient in terms of power for comfortable and dynamic driving. These engines are considered armored, but here too you have to reckon with the risk of a costly failure, which is a stretched timing chains. Replacement is very expensive, but done professionally, it solves the problem for years. If stretching occurs before the mileage of 200,000 kilometers, the engine service can be considered improper. Audi offered several types of transmissions for the A5. Manual gearboxes were the basis in some versions. While the higher the power, the more often automatics were found. There were usually two types, the double-clutch 7-speed Southtronic quattro drive, and the continuously variable Multitronic front-wheel drive. Tiptronic is a classic automatic, ZF8 HP, characterized by high durability, but found extremely rarely. Generally only in S5 and cars from the USA. Users are divided into those who are satisfied and those who have visited the workshop many times. The latter option unfortunately concerns mainly those who bought the 1.8 TFSI variant, and secondly the 2.0 TFSI. In addition, you need to be aware that the aluminum multi-link suspension is repaired for 4-digit, not 3-digit amounts. Common faults in the Audi A5 AT: high oil consumption in 1.8 2.0 TFSI engines, costly failures of Multitronic and S-tronic transmissions, multimedia glitches. What to look for: cars in rich versions, preferably V6 or diesel, from the first owner with a documented history, high chance of a well-maintained copy, preferably after a facelift. What to avoid: the pre-facelift and pre-facelift 1.8 and 2.0 TFSI variants with S-tronic and Multitronic gearboxes. Thanks for listening to me. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and rate my video. If you know any problems with this car that I didn't mention, be sure to write about them in the comments.